They give up on their marriages and would rather give up on their marriages and get a divorce rather than working through their problems and figure out a situation for their problems. Some couples don't see that marriage is a working process and that it is it's what you put in, and what you put in is what you get out of the marriage, and it's not always fun, and it's hard to do. So they're quick to choose to get a divorce rather than working through their problems and staying in it for their children and their family. In my opinion, part of the problems today are some of the parents. Most of us learn from our parents, and what they have done through their lives. Whether it has been a good experience or a bad experience, we have taken from it and put it into our own lives and work with it. I'm fortunate to have two wonderful parents that have been together for a long time. They've been there for me through thick and thin, and they've stayed with me through all my years, and they have helped me through a lot of problems and other things like that. Other kids are as fortunate as I was. Because of these problems, there has been many divorces now than there was in the 1950s. Today, 25% of families are made up by one parent. This percentage, the 25%, is the individual parent was the mothers, and less than 5% the individual parent is the father. Other problems in the family are discipline, as other people have said. Discipline is not as existent as it was back then, or it has been turned into child abuse. Children need to have a role model to look up to, and their parents should be that person that they look up to. If they have no role model or someone to trust or look up to, then it just messes them up in the long run. I think that these problems will continue and just be in a continuous cycle until we stop it. Fourthly, what we need to do is look back on the past and start incorporating what we have done in the past and put it into what we're doing today. We also need to put God back into our lives. We strayed away from Him, and we need to put Him back into our lives. Without Him, nothing is possible. Also, parents must get back to disciplining their children, or disciplining them harder than before. Discipline doesn't mean child abuse, obviously. Proverbs 13:24 says, "He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is carefully to discipline him." If children are disciplined, then it helps them later on in life. Being disciplined teaches respect, responsibility, and other good qualities that children need today, and that people look for in people. Parents also need to become the role model and the leaders of their household that God has called them to be. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train a child in the way that they should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it." To conclude my speech, I would like to end with a powerful poem that says a lot about who we are within our family. This poem speaks out to me when I read it, and I understand what the author is trying to get through and the message that he's trying to get through with this poem. The poem says, "Our family is the proverbial egg that we are hatched from. Everything about who we are, both our nature and nurturing, comes from our family. Often in the Western society, we stray from our family and may not talk to them for years at a time. We may feel that we have nothing in common with them. We may choose to run run away from our roots because they are too painful for us to face. Ultimately, however, our past holds the key to our future. If we do not face where we come from, we will have difficulties understanding our present and our future.